Do you know how to take money out of your 401k? Well, today we're going to be talking about the third part of our three-part series on how you can take distributions from your 401k, so stay locked in. Hi, my name is Carson Graves, Certified Financial Planner and President and CEO of the Retirement Education Center, and I want to welcome you once again to our Tuesday Tips, where today we're going to be finishing up our three-part series on how you can take distributions from your 401k and not be assessed a penalty for that. Now, today we're going to be talking about after you die. So basically, we're going to be talking about how your beneficiaries can take money out of your 401k. So let's go ahead and jump into our lesson. As a final recap, there are three types of distribution options that you can take from your qualified plans. We talked about the pre-retirement in one video, we talked about post-retirement, and now we're finally talking about after you die, how do your beneficiaries take money from your 401k plan that you left behind. So when it comes to after death distributions, your spousal survivor rights are very, very important because the surviving spouse of a 401k participant has the legal survivorship rights to that plan benefit unless he or she waives those benefits. So as a spouse of a plan participant, you would have to waive your benefits in order for you not to have legal rights to those benefits of that 401k. Now, if you are married, your spouse must be named as the beneficiary of your 401k, again, unless they waive those rights. If not, they have to be named the beneficiary of that 401k. Now, when we're talking about beneficiaries, there are two types of beneficiaries that you can name. One can be a designated beneficiary, and another beneficiary can be a non-designated beneficiary. So what exactly is the difference? Well, a designated beneficiary will be a living person. A non-designated beneficiary will be like an estate, maybe a trust or a charity. And please understand that the rules do differ when you're talking about a designated beneficiary versus a non-designated beneficiary. If you are a non-designated beneficiary or you name a non-designated beneficiary, that particular beneficiary, which is not a living person, is subjected to the 5-year rule for these funds. That means that the money from that particular retirement account must come out and be distributed within 5 years. Now let's continue our discussion about a designated beneficiary. There are also two types of designated beneficiaries when it comes to money being left behind from a 401k. A designated beneficiary can be noted as an eligible designated beneficiary or a non-eligible designated beneficiary. Now, if you are an eligible designated beneficiary, it's going to be someone who is the surviving spouse. It's going to be either a disabled or chronically ill individual. It's also going to be a minor child of the participant, so it would be someone under the age of 18. And it also can be an individual who's within 10 years of the participant as well. So let's say that you pass away at 70 and you left this to your brother who's age 65. Well, that person would be considered an eligible designated beneficiary. So why is this actually important? Well, if you're an eligible designated beneficiary, you are exempt from the 10-year rule and you have the flexibility of actually stretching the IRA out over your life expectancy. So this is very important. That means that, you don't have to have this money come out within 10 years. You can actually stretch this money out over your own life expectancy. Now, why is this even an issue? Well, that's due to the Secure Act that was implemented a few years ago. The Secure Act completely eliminated the stretch IRA, where anytime you left money to anyone, they had the right to stretch that money out over their life expectancy. That is no longer the case. If you're not an eligible designated beneficiary, meaning that you do not fit into this category, the funds left from a 401k or any IRA must come out within 10 years. Now, there are some key points that I do want to make note of before I end this particular video. If you are a surviving spouse, no other beneficiary has the right that you have. Because if you are a surviving spouse, you can take those 401k funds and treat it as your own. You can roll it over into your own IRA and you could either decide to take money out of that IRA, or you can let that money continue to defer until you either reach your required minimum distribution age. But you can treat those funds just like it's your own IRA. No other eligible designated beneficiary can do that. One final key point that I want to make is that although a minor actually fits into the category as an eligible designated beneficiary, that's only temporarily. Once that minor reaches the age of majority, the 10-year rule will apply to that particular person. That means that if you're a minor and the age of majority is age 18, at the age of 18, all the money that is left to you from a 401k or an IRA must be distributed by the time you're the age of 28. Thank you again for tuning in to our Tuesday tips. Please note that these videos are created for educational purposes only, and that you should always seek out your own financial advisor, your own tax advisor, and your own attorney regarding your personal situation. Also, if you are looking for an independent fiduciary advisor to help you with these types of complex financial matters, we highly recommend that you utilize the links in our description below and go ahead and schedule a 1-hour free consultation with us today. And as always, we would like to hear from you. If you've received a 401k or an IRA as a beneficiary, tell us what your experience was like in the comment section. And if you found this video to be beneficial, all that we ask is that you subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share with others.